All right, guys, good morning. We're going to be doing some a little bit of drill here, so give you guys some stuff to work on. This is called just Kempo with pads. I've got different size pads. This is like a 1975 pad I found at a swap meet. It's a ringside, old. He's probably older than all of us. And then just a regular pad here. So let's take, we're going to take 5 swords. Okay, so let's start off with the inward block. Here we go. Ready? Go. That's all we're going to work. Just coming in, up, working. And what you want to do is look for that full settle on the pad drill. And then occasionally what you want to do is this. See what happens. Notice he had a little bit of a forward lean. Okay, I kind of sprung that on him. But that's what we don't want. I want this, or I want that. Nothing to happen. So what you're doing is you're not leaning into the person. That's really a bad habit, because if I do pull it, you're going to go forward. And that's going to do it. Okay, so we have the first shot. Boom. Okay, one more time. Up. So we work that drill. Now we do the first part in the air. Go. And what is the second shot going to be? It's going to be a transitional. Actually, it's a transitional phase. Okay. So the way I teach it is, I just do block, heel, palm. Just do block, heel, palm. Ready? Go. Block, heel, palm. Again. One more time. Go. Block, heel, palm. Again. Go. Block, heel, palm. Now, incidentally, that outward hand sword is going to be fit in between those two moves. So what you have to do is get that in between, right? Here we go. So we're going to go block, pop, pop. 1, 2. Pop. But you don't slow down your heel palm. You still go block, heel palm, but this has to fit in. Don't go 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 2, but have this one go right through it. Go. Boom. Again. Up. You hear that? Go. Up. Now that impact on this hand sword is immense because it's not stopping. So when I'm doing the actual here, that's actually taking me out so hard because it's not stopping. When you stop it and break it down, 1, 2, there's a chance I could back up, and then that's not going to hit. But if you do this and don't do that heel palm so you're pushing them away, go through the neck, because when you make a heel palm contact, you want to have your arm bent so that you have penetration power. Anything you want to say about that?
Just one thing on that, try not to get caught with just that arm, doing that arm chop. Okay, like we were talking about, it's a quarter beat of torque that you're using here. We have a full beat of torque, right? Click. We're hitting on that half, so we're actually hitting with people saying, "Oh, you don't hit with torque." That's what I'm hitting with there. Pop.
Hitting with his hips.
That little half beat. Pop. And then I finish with that forward bow. Okay, so we are hitting with that half beat right there.
And there's a lot of power on that shot. So let's progress the drill a little bit further. We've got blocking with hit and go. Now from this position, we're in a heel palm strike, right? Our next shot is going to be just a deliberate uppercut coming through, okay? And we're just going to drop the pad, so it's going to go right to the uppercut. But before we do that, go from a hand sword here. Let's turn sideways so they can see this right there. Heel palm. Now we're going to work this section of it. We're going into a forward bow stance, arm not fully bent or fully straightened from this position. Now all we're going to do is just work on the lower body torque into the uppercut. Go. Again. Ready? Up. Ready? Up. Ready? Up. Ready? Up. 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 Okay, now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go into the heel palm and freeze. Go. Good. One more time. Up. Okay. One more time. Up. Now, after we hit that heel palm, take a second quarter beat and then go with the uppercut. Go. Go. So just go pop, 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 pop. Just for right now. Go. Good. Ready? Up. Up. Listen. A lot of rhythm there. Now, what you want to slowly try to do is take out that where it goes. Up. Again. Up. 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 Yeah. Good. Hey. Hey. Can you hear that? Pop, 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 pop. Okay. So let's go into the next section of this. Go in the air. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from this position here, there's a lot of variations of how you want to do this step or whatever. I'm just going to do the one that he does naturally. He does a rear crossover, go, 3 steps back. Notice this comes straight up. Okay, one more time. So there, go. Again, just that much. Go. Again, just that much. Up. Notice that the impact of the heel palm and the impact of the leg on the floor is at the same time. Okay? So we go here and go. Up. Go. Again. Turn it to this way just so they can see this. Ready, go. Again. Up. Good. Go. So you break the neck section down. Now go on from there. Go. So we've got block, pop, pop, boom, hit. Now this is going to hit. Now from here, what's next? Unwind. Go. And shot. Right there. Full body. Go. Full rotation. Drop that left heel. Drop that hip. Go. Boom. So we do the whole thing together. Slow. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Ready? Up. Again. Up. Up. One more time. Get that one. Okay. So there you have it. That's how you kind of drill the technique. Working on the rhythm, working on the timing, working on the sound. Anything you want to add?
Just on that, this shot here, okay? Some people like to forward bow on that, okay? The reason I don't like to forward bow on that is because energy's going the opposite direction, okay? You hit them here, they're gonna come down. I get that, but I'm stepping away from my power here, okay? My power is gonna be here, but if I extend, then they're just gonna run into it. Okay, there's no actually this opposing force action if I'm stepping away. They're just going to run into my chop. Okay, so when you're here, hitting that, there's a little bit of reverse torque in there, a little micro timing in there. Notice my left hip shoots forward and my hand shoots out this way. So we're working with some reverse torque. Boom, I'm shooting this way, but my torque, my energy's going out the side here. Okay, so it pops. A lot of reverse torque, just like we would in 3, 4. Same concept.
And also, what he's talking about too, we do. It's really funny that he brought that up because we do it a little bit differently. So from this position here, boom, pop, pop. From this position here, what I learned is I go in the same direction, directional harmony. So I'm going opposing forces going backwards. So I step backwards. I don't walk my foot out. He's doing a rotation with it. I do a step back with it. So it's a little bit of a different timing, but it's the same thing. Boom, from here, pop, coming straight up, and then I'm going to hit here too. So they're both excellent. You just got to find your source of production, whether it's the hips, your leg, your shoulders, and so forth. And him coming from a boxing background, he has a lot more rotational torque than an average Kempoist would have just because of the movement of boxing. So,
and I have to have it because I'm not that big of a dude. So I'm
yeah.
not very heavy, so I have to really throw my body anytime I'm striking. But it's got to be controlled.
So this is a good generic drill. It doesn't really tell you how to do 5 swords. It plays with it. It gives you power, and it gives you something to imagine. Because when we do 5 swords in the air, we always never get to hit anything. But this is when you have impact on every shot. It really makes a difference. It gives you something to rebound off of, and it gives you your timing in a more realistic feel of what it would feel like to hit something. So give those drills a try. We'll do a couple other techniques later on down the road, but that'll be our first one. Hope you guys are having fun. Stay safe out there. Bye-bye.